Happy day, tubies. Doug here. Cover another in the series of template making. As you can see, the pieces I made in the last vid, they're all taped together from my wall. I've laid out on this sheet of 1/4-inch hardboard. Okay, pretty inexpensive stuff. Good thing to make a solid pattern out of. And as you can see, I've 90'd up at this corner, so I'll have a straight bottom and a straight edge along this side. And I've traced around all the way to the end. Okay, and I'm going to cut that out with a saber saw. And a couple of areas, like up here, I said I was just going to add about 1/4 inch around here. So once I get this cut out, I will have to test fit it and probably cut off a little more. Alright, well, let me get to cutting that out and I'll get back to you. Alright, as you can see, I've got the piece cut and I've just done a test fit. And if you can look down here in this corner, okay, I left more in there than would work. So I just did one cut across there, but still not down to my lines, like right there or right there, because the object is you want to sneak up on your size, because if you cut too much, you can't put it back in. So, you know, you test it a couple of times, you cut off a little more, and you make it fit. Alright, I'm going to go do that. Okay guys, I pretty much got this piece done. Now, as you can see, I've got my square on this corner, and according to the floor, I got a nice square straight line, and that's the edge of the piece of board. So I know that's a straight line. So all in all, come out pretty good. I had to make some adjustments along this edge due to irregularities. I had the peel and seal that I put on underneath this foam, and it come up over the edge of that rib in locations, which made it thicker. So I had to do some trimming back there to get it to fit. So all in all though, it's in. Now a little bit of an issue up here in the corner, right there, and that line going down. Got a little bit of a gap there. So when I lay it out on the piece that is actually going to be in here, I'm going to leave a little bit up in that area and trim to fit. And you can see up here I've got what I think is my roof line, okay, but I'm going to let that go for right now because it's really going to be lower than that line. I went my square, the wind's blowing a little bit. It's going to be lower than that line if I put a piece of 1/4 inch up here. My line will be a 1/4 inch lower than that. If it's 1/2 inch, it'll be a 1/2 inch lower. Or if it's, you know, whatever my thickness is, I've got to determine that, and then I'll cut that so that that will fit right up against the roof. But that's where we are right now. I'm pretty happy with that. It's 99% right. And now I got to pick up the piece of the material that's actually going to be the wall, and we'll see about getting it cut and put up in there. Now you're wondering how maybe I'm going to steady this. Up at the top I'm going to take a steel bracket. I've got some scrap that's about 1/4 by an inch, and I'm just going to screw it into that. It's flat stock. Take it out to where the wall will be and bend it over so that it comes over the front of that piece of wood, not the back edge that we're looking at here, and run a bolt through it. Now and my wall here is going to be 1/2 inch. So that should be pretty sturdy. If anything were to fall against it, it's not going to push it forward. And down at the bottom, because there's going to be a cabinet back on this side, it'll be screwed to a solid piece of wood back here, which will be connected to the floor, and that'll make the whole thing nice and rigid. So that's where we sit. That's going to be it for right now, so thanks for looking. Subscribe and like. Send it on if you have the feeling to do it. I appreciate it. And we'll see ya.